So if you guys are like us, you probably got your Sauron and immediately started looking at mods, realize there's like 20 different websites with hundreds of different mods each. Where do you even start? We've done, I don't even know how many hours of research, and today we've put together a list of the top 10 mods you have to get for your Sauron X under $100 each.
Alright, the first mod that I wanted to talk about is a new set of brake pads. I think that is probably the first thing that you should pick up for sure because A, it's very inexpensive, and B, you're going to need a new set of pads like ASAP. Two different pads that I've tried out are the HO3Cs and the HO3As by Shimano. One's a resin pad and one's a metallic pad. They're only about $30, $35 for a set, and it's definitely a steal to pick up when you need a new set. The next thing that I wanted to talk about is a new set of bars. It's almost essential that you get some because the ones that you get with the stock Sauron are honestly pretty flat. I like a little bit of rise with my bars, and I wanted to kind of feel more like a bicycle, I guess. You know, you can find a set of bars for around, I got my bars for about $25, $30 I think, or you could go the more expensive route and, you know, get some $100 Atlas bars or something like that. Nonetheless, I think a new set of bars are my number 2 pick. They add a nice look to the bike. My bars specifically have a 75mm rise, and they're about 720mm long. Make sure that if you are going to order bars, that you get 31.8mm bars.
All right, now the next mod we wanted to talk about is the pegs and the peg spacer. Now we're including these together because really you need them both, and they're both down in the same exact spot. And also, we're not sponsored by these people or anything, but we found on Charge Cycle Works you can get some pegs, and I think 3 different colors, and a peg spacer for like $80 together, which is actually a pretty good deal considering the Warp 9 pegs are $100 alone. If you just wanted the peg spacer, then we picked up our just peg spacer from Amazon. It was like maybe $15 or $20 at most, and it gives you a lot more confidence whenever you're riding the bike, like hitting jumps and stuff like that. I've seen so many people post broken pegs down here, or not pegs, peg brackets down here. If you have the peg spacer bracket in the middle, that is what that is supposed to prevent. And for under $100, I would instantly pick one of those up. Now for the next mod, this was actually one of my very first mods. I don't think you can see it right now because I'm riding, but it is the Lunicycle float seat. Now there's multiple different options when it comes to seats. The first one being the one that I have, which is like the leather float seat or whatever it's called. It's like $95. There is a much cheaper option. It's on Lunicycle's website as well, and that is the I believe it's just called the Lunicycle float seat. It's black with red stitching. It's like $49 or $55 or something like that. And if you spend any time sitting on one of these bikes, you will not enjoy spending time sitting on this bike unless it's not on the stock seat. Like, bro, the stock seat, like we've mentioned 100 times, not going to get into it. It's literally a plank of wood. You got to get yourself an aftermarket seat, especially with it being under $100.
Now the next thing that I wanted to talk about is a new set of tires. Like we had mentioned in previous videos, the stock tires just are not going to hold up once you take the bike to the street. Me personally, I have the Shinko SR241 Trials tires. They're 19 inches. And I absolutely love them for the style of riding that I do. My tires only cost about $100, shipped to the door. Another pretty cheap but flavorful mod that I wanted to mention is a set of valve stem caps. You can get a 10-pack for like $10 on Amazon, or probably even cheaper than that, honestly. You can pick up some valve stem caps to add that little extra touch to the wheel that really makes it stand out.
You gotta try to do complete donuts. That's pretty good. I'm gonna back up just a little bit so I don't get yeeted. That was a good one right there. Yeah. That was a good one. Yeah. This little jump right here to come to that end. Oh, yeah. No kitties. Alright, so the next mod under $100 that you need is actually one that we ourselves still need to pick up. So we don't know exactly which one to tell you guys to get, and we're also asking for your guys' help right here. But the next mod anyway is a mirror. It sucks honestly turning around looking behind you a lot. It's kind of sketchy too, especially when you're riding with a homie. If you guys are close to each other, if you turn over your shoulder, you'll notice that you probably swerve a little bit to that side, and it's just really not safe riding these bikes on the road without a mirror. Now there is who knows how many options for mirrors for these bikes. We have no idea which one one's the best to pick up. So if you guys know any good mirrors, let us know down in the comments below. But for under $100 and for the safety features it provides, you have to grab yourself a mirror. Now the next mod is a direct stem riser. This mod right here is pretty much a must-have for these bikes. The stock mounting system for the bars, you can't see it over there, but it is absolutely horrible, and having this thing securing your bars just makes it feel so much more solid and so much more like straight, basically riding down the road. Now this is about $70. It's pretty pricey, but for the benefits it provides, you got to pick one up.
Now one of the last mods that we're going to mention today is a Rotor Guard. It's not a necessary mod that you're going to have to get, but it definitely does add some color to the bike and makes it a little bit more unique. They have them all over the internet, but we found one on Amazon for a little bit less than $70 or so. We don't have these ourselves yet, but they do add a lot of color to the bike. I'm definitely going to pick one up here pretty soon. Oh shit, already. And the last mod that we wanted to talk about today is a new Sprocket. And the price on these really just kind of depends on the size of sprocket that you go with and the brand. I think Ethan picked up a Warp 9 sprocket for around $40 or so, something like that. I'm still running the stock sprocket, but I will be looking to upgrade pretty soon. You can get sprockets in all different colors except for the ones that I want. So that's kind of my kicker, is that I want to get one that matches the color of my bike, and I don't know what color of bike I want to go with yet. Be sure to let me know down below.
All right, so we just got back home. Real quick, I just want to say I'm absolutely loving these new TRP brakes. They are so powerful. It's an insane improvement, man. I don't even know how to describe it, but that is really going to wrap it up for this video, everybody. Those are going to be the top 10 mods that you have to pick up for your Sur-Ron, under $100 each. If you can think of any mods that we missed, leave them down in the description below. But like we said, that's really going to wrap it up for this one. Peace out. We'll see you guys in the next one.